The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
Welcome to the show. It's October 31st, 2012, less than a week left until the 2012 presidential election. Welcome to everyone watching live on the We Survive Bush, You'll Survive Obama Facebook page, Lewis, and one of Lewis's favorite pages as well, the I Love It When I Wake Up in the Morning and Barack Obama is President page. What will happen to that page if President Obama is no longer president in just a couple of months? I don't know.
Will it dissolve?
A lot of questions about that page. Remember Michael Brown, the guy who George W. Bush said is doing a heck of a job?
Yes.
If you don't remember him, this was the former FEMA director who, of course, George W. Bush said the following about. Let's take a listen just to refresh your memory.
Brownie, you're doing a heck of a job.
Right. Okay, and I was playing it a couple more times for people, but it sounds like we have some kind of a volume issue taking place over at the area of producer Lewis, so that wasn't heard. Well, now Michael Brown is saying that President Obama, you gotta love this, he reacted too quickly to Hurricane Sandy. What do you think, Lewis? It's a blistering criticism.
Too quickly. What does that mean?
Well, here's what he meant. Here's my concern, he told the Denver Westward on Monday. It's premature when the brunt of the storm won't happen until late this afternoon, saying that the official response of President Obama declaring the states of emergency and so on and so forth would make people complacent because he did it before the storm actually hit. Now, if you want to think critically about this, you would realize, number one, a lot of relief funding depends on the president declaring those states of emergency. That's number one, to mobilize resources in time to actually get there and do their job quick enough. In other words, to prevent Katrina from happening again. That's kind of what you need to do. But also, imagine if President Obama hadn't done anything early. Then he'd just be criticized for waiting too long.
Right. It seems that it doesn't matter how early you do it. If there's a chance that there could be serious damage to certain areas, you start mobilizing.
I understand that Brownie is probably bitter that George W. Bush completely bungled Katrina and took Brownie down with him. But criticizing Obama because you're bitter is a little bit of a, it's childish. It's childish. It's a little bit of an amateur move, I would say.
Yes.
And again, it was a no-win for President Obama on the political side, because if he didn't do this early enough, then he'd be getting criticism. What's important, though, is not the politics of it. It's, did President Obama do what he should have done, given the nature of the storm and what it was predicted to be? And I think it is. The real question is, why are mainstream media outlets even getting Brownie's opinion? In other words, didn't he already make the case that he's not the guy you want to talk to about hurricane response at all? I mean, in other words, would you go to, I don't know, I mean, we don't even really need an analogy. Why would you go to anyone who's been proven incompetent at something and get their opinion as an expert outside observer? It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, luckily, the thoughts of a disgraced FEMA director are meaningless, and this is just something interesting to comment on.
Everything is upside down. On the Republican side, it's bad to be too prepared.
Right.
Can't be too prepared.
Mm-hmm.